We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, September 5. Doing Theology, Appeals to Ellen White's Authority, Part 2. Whatever was written in former days was written for our instruction, that by steadfastness and by the encouragement of the Scriptures we might have hope. Romans 15:4. We left President Butler yesterday in his attempt to try to maneuver Ellen White to produce a testimony to solve the Galatians controversy. He hadn't gotten very far by August 23, 1886. By December 16, his patience with the silent prophet had rapidly deteriorated. His plan to have the issue settled by creedal resolution at the 1886 General Conference session had failed, and he was beginning to feel desperate regarding her lack of cooperation. "We have been waiting for years to hear from you on the subject of Galatians," he blurted out, knowing that its agitation would end only in debate. 12 days later, he flatly told her that nothing short of a testimony from heaven would change his mind. March 1887 found Butler in somewhat better spirits, having received Ellen White's rebuke of Wagner and Jones for making their controversial views public. Interpreting some of her remarks to indicate that she was on the side in the Galatians controversy, and believing that she would say the correct things, he therefore reminded her that he had repeatedly written to her on the subject, but got no reply. While claiming that he was not urging her to make a statement, he ominously hinted that he felt certain that after all the stir over this question, it will make constant trouble till your opinion is known. If our people knew that you had light that the moral law was not the added law, the question would be settled in short order. That is precisely what our people are waiting with much anxiety to know. Positive that she would now come out in public for his side, Butler was both hurt and shocked when she wrote to him in April 1887 that her letter rebuking the younger men did not mean that his position was correct. After that betrayal, quote unquote, he did not waste any more ink asking for her opinion on the topic. Rather, specters of theological disaster, prophetic betrayal, and conspiracy began to grow in his mind, eventually leading to a nervous breakdown and the massive October 1, 1888 letter in which he finally attacked her for not coming up with the correct answer. And that all in the face of her repeated counsel that the issue was of no importance and should be dropped. Here is a question for each of us. How much of our own agenda dominates our thinking as we approach the Bible and Ellen White's counsel? Think about it. Be honest. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.